Yeah.
We are Food Friendzy, and we are here doing
a mukbang.
A mukbang?
If that's how you say it.
Yeah. So what a mukbang is I think it started in South Korea when I looked it up, and people would order a bunch of food and they would eat it on camera and they'd give reviews and kind of talk to people that were watching them. So we decided what's something cheap in the area, because we are college kids, that we can get. We can get 8 to 12 things and try it as a group and kind of give you guys a review on how everything tastes. So we decided to go with Del Taco, and we got a list of things. Does anyone have the list up of what we ordered that we can maybe just rattle off?
Alright, so on our table we have featured a chicken queso stacker, we have a value taco,
Right here.
a crunch tostado.
Right here.
Did we get a breakfast roller?
Nope, they did
Okay.
not have any breakfast rollers.
Alright, so we do not have a breakfast roller. We have donut bites somewhere back here. We have a chocolate shake. It's a mini one.
Mini shake, $1.
We have queso loaded fries. They're
Oh,
very
here.
good. They look amazing. We have a double deluxe cheeseburger.
Right here.
We have chips and queso,
Right here.
potato poppers.
One of these?
Right here.
Yeah, right there.
All right, and we couldn't get tacos without a churro. So that is our last featured item. How much did we spend on all of this?
This was only $18.50.
Yeah, so
So
we did
pretty
awesome.
cheap.
Yeah, we were on a budget of 30, so
Yeah.
we did very well.
On 30. So, what do we want to start with here? Is there anything we want to start with?
Let's start with the fries.
Okay.
Fries?
They're the best.
Okay. Does everyone
Alright.
just want to
Right here. Everyone can take,
take a little fork? I was just about to dig in.
Yeah, okay. Do a little more plastic. Oh, sorry. Here. Alright, we can just pass it around so everyone can try it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so what we do is we'll probably just have everyone take a bite of something. Let them digest it, think about what they think about it, and then we'll go around the table and everyone can kind of give them their thoughts on it. And you'll also be able to see our initial reactions. Karis with the first bite.
So let's say you gotta get more
With
stuff.
the first bite. Yeah. Good? Yeah.
You want a jalapeno?
We should go That's pretty good.
How are the fries like for have they been not bad?
Yeah, I like it. They're better than I was expecting
Alright,
for like
here,
a
you try
taco
it.
place.
Go ahead.
That was good.
Hope we can hear it. Hope we can hear it.
I hope so too.
That is really good.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Good big old bite.
Sorry.
Meat on there.
You know they
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I've got some. Thanks.
Alright, Karis, you can start kind of tell everyone how you thought. We'll go around the table.
I think it's really good, especially for a Mexican restaurant that's fast food. You don't normally think of them having French fries, so I would give it like 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Wow.
So I thought it was pretty good too. Kind of the same thoughts. I really wasn't expecting fries from a Mexican restaurant or fast food, but I thought it was pretty good. I like the texture, I like all the different stuff that's in it. So 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty great. I've never had French fries from a fast food Mexican restaurant, so I again would give it 5 out of 5.
It was good. I like the cheese and the jalapenos, but the beef's kind of different,
Yeah, it's a little
so
better.
I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5.
I was pretty happy with it. I thought it was really good. I took a big old bite and it paired really well with my milkshake, so I'm gonna go with a 5. Out of 5. Go ahead.
I thought it was alright. Fries were a little bit mushy. I kind of like my fries crispier. The meat just kind of it was like a little bit of a kind of not necessarily fake meat taste, but you could tell it was like the chili cheese kind of taste to it. It was alright. I think I'd give it probably 3.5 out of 5.
I think even better had it been tater tots and not fries.
Yeah, tater tots
But I
would be
personally
really
prefer
good.
tots over fries. So.
Tater tots would have been really good.
Y'all ever had loaded tater tots?
Yeah, I love tater tots. That's like
I'm gonna eat
it's
it.
really good.
Should I pause it?
Sonic.
So next we're gonna try the chips and queso.
Chips and queso.
Yep.
queso.
It's
The queso to the eye does not look too appealing,
No.
but maybe maybe it'll surprise us. Shock us a little bit.
It looks like it has jalapenos in it, so
Yeah.
that kind of looks like a good sign for me. I like jalapenos.
Yeah,
queso.
that's a must for me. Jalapenos and queso give it a little bit of kick.
Yep.
Not too flat, but see how it
I kind of
is.
like it.
See how the chips are
It
too,
looks good,
because
actually.
the chips actually don't look
It
bad
tastes
for a
pretty
fast
good.
food chip.
Right? I like it.
I do like it.
If it was like hot and like very like
Yeah.
You go, Brendan.
but that's our fault. I think it would be good.
Compared to like Taco Bell and
I like that.
even Willie's.
I don't know,
better.
the chips are like really thick to me.
A little too thick, yeah.
Yeah, I like when they're really thin and crispy.
Same.
So,
I do kind of enjoy sometimes like thick chips, but I agree with those. They're not.
too thick.
Yeah.
Too thick. Okay, start reviewing.
All right, I would give it a 4 because I like the queso. I think it's a really good taste, and it doesn't taste cheap. But the chips were a little bit too thick for me.
Too thick? How many C's? How many C's are thick? A lot of C's?
Yeah, lots, very thick.
Yeah, I have to agree. The chips are too thick for me, and I don't know. I'm not that crazy about the queso either. To me, I have to disagree. I think it tastes kind of cheap, but I know it is fast food. But I don't know. I think I give it like 1.5 stars out of 5. But I don't know. I really like my chips really salty and thin, and like I don't know.
I can see that.
But that's just a preference of mine.
Okay, so I am judging it based off that it is fast food, so I would give it a 4. If you've ever had Taco Bell chips, they're a lot thinner, so maybe Taco Bell chips with their queso would be pretty good combo. But it's like I said, it did have jalapenos in it, so that was a plus for me.
So I'm a deviate a little bit. I don't really like the thin chips, so I kind of like these a little bit more. So I'm still probably gonna go with the mix of the chips and the queso. I'm probably giving it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoy it, and in my opinion, I don't think it gets much better than this as far as fast food goes.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5. It's like homemade chips, so it tastes good, and then it has a really good kick to it, and it has a good texture. A lot of times it's like runny and stuff, so that was really good.
Yeah, for me, I'd probably give it a 3.5. The chips, I don't mind a thicker chip. I like crispier chips as it is anyway, so I didn't mind that. Queso actually surprised me. It has a lot more kick than I thought it would, which I like. So, but it does kind of have that nacho kind of texture to it, like squeezed out of the little concession stand thing taste to it. But it's not bad for a fast food place. Late at night, I'd probably get this with a taco or a burrito, whatever ordered. All right.
This is a very room temperature Capri Sun. I give it a 2 out of 5.
All right,
Irrelevant.
All right, next Del Taco item. Karis, take it away.
it's the mini chocolate shake.
It's
It's a little melted.
It's melted from the trip back, but it's chocolate. It's a shake. It's soupy. It's not really a shake anymore. What's yours? Logan could give a better review on this. He got
Did it have
one.
whipped cream on it?
Logan finished one in the car. Logan finished one in the
still
car.
working on it.
Yeah, he got a full one, so he can give probably a better review.
It's alright.
It's soupy.
Logan likes the fries.
Yeah, it's good. It's basically chocolate syrup.
I know.
Really rich, really rich.
Alright.
Alright, how do you think chocolate shake?
I would give it like a 3.5, just because I'm not a big shake person, and I don't know. I just didn't love the chocolate kind of taste that it had. It's alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna be mean about this one.
Oh God.
I'm giving this one a 1 out of 5 because I mean it was basically like chocolate syrup. It wasn't really, but that's kind of our bad because getting it to us. But it may have changed if we got a nice fresh one. But that's sorry. Go ahead.
I would probably give it like a 2. I was kind of comparing it to a Frosty. Frosties are a little bit more on like the melted side anyways,
Yeah.
but I love a Wendy's Frosty, so that one just didn't really cut it. It did kind of have like that chocolate syrupy taste, and I'm not a huge fan of that, so it's a 2 for me.
Oh,
Logan, your review.
I'm really digging it. I'll probably give it a 4.5. I think it pairs really well. If I'm gonna go to Del Taco. I'm probably definitely gonna get some fries with it though, because it's definitely it's like a good compliment
A
to
little
it.
dip action. Why don't
But
you dip
yours
one in
looks
there?
like lighter, so I think
Yeah.
I might
Hey.
have enjoyed yours better.
Logan, why
Because
don't you dip one in there then?
Oh, that's gonna be
yeah.
a reach.
Just lower
That's
it.
gonna be a
Or you
reach,
could
bro.
maybe dip it into that
I'll
one.
just mix it, but it's really good. Oh gosh, how was it?
Awesome. All right, Megan, what'd you think?
A 2 out of 5. It's a little too chocolatey for me. I don't usually drink shakes, so 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. Probably put a star asterisk next to this one because it was a little melted, but chocolate was really rich. You can kind of tell by that. So probably the mini would be the best for me. I don't know how Logan would get the large. I feel like that'd be it'd just be a lot. So
It melted really, really quickly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like a steak and shake or something like that might be better, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed it still though.
Oh. So this one is, what is it called?
It was the chicken
Quesadilla stacker?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
snacker,
it was.
yeah.
Snacker.
Chase,
Okay.
chicken
I can
quesadilla
look it up.
snacker.
Was it still recording?
Yeah, I just started it.
I wonder if we should have like gotten a closer look at it before we.
Oh well.
Maybe we'll do that. I was just thinking. I wonder if they can see it. Like when you look at it, can they see it more?
I think so.
Let's go. No.
No.
Tastes kind of soggy. Isn't it?
I thought it was very dry.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Maybe
the
with
bread
some like
tastes
green,
good.
some like green chili sauce or something. But
The chicken delicious.
The chicken tastes dry, but the shell is like like soggy almost. I don't know.
So this.
well, I think part of it is it's warm, but at the same time I don't like.
And there's no spicy. I don't know. There's like
not
no
a big,
peppers or anything in it.
Not a big fan of that one.
Yeah.
we're very vocal about that one.
I think my face said, when I was eating it, I was like, no.
I would give that like a 1.5. I did not like it. I don't really like chicken from fast food restaurants in general, but I just really didn't like it. It was really dry too, to me.
Yeah, I agree. None of us really liked it, but yeah, it was the chicken was dry, the shell kind of soggy. I don't know, very plain too, no spice. So I give it like a 1 out of 5.
I also give it a 1. Just like the flavor of the chicken too was like, ugh, I don't even. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
did
how
have.
to
It
explain
kind of had a weird taste to
Yeah,
it.
like,
I agree.
like maybe it was like an old chicken or something. I don't know. It just wasn't
Yeah.
good.
Chicken's
All their
old.
chicken tastes.
Okay,
Yeah, it does
yeah.
taste like
So
a
the
chicken.
chicken's a no for me.
I thought it was super dry. The cheese was not I mean, I know it's a little bit colder, but the cheese doesn't even look like it was ever really melted.
Yeah.
And the chicken just kind of tasted a little weird compared to the Taco Bell quesadilla, which
Yeah.
This one's not
Yeah,
even not even
not
close.
not it.
Taco Bell all the way.
Not
for
even
a
close.
quesadilla.
so I'm probably gonna give that a 1.5
Not
out
even
of 5.
Yeah, I give it a 1 too. Their chicken is like over seasoned and has like a weird taste, so it was not good.
Which is never a good sign. If you have to. All right, yeah, I'd probably give it 1.5 too. Maybe if dip it in some queso, it'd give it a little more flavor. It was a little dry. Chicken wasn't great. Cheese was bland. I think not great. Everything overall not great. So give it overall 1.5. Not very good.
So now we're gonna do the tostada.
Yeah, it looks like it's got beans, lettuce, cheese on it, and it's on top of it looks like a corn tortilla, flattened out. Looks interesting, but it's a fan favorite from a visual appeal to a couple of the people here. But Megan, you said you
Yeah.
really
I love
were
tostada.
interested in it.
Yeah.
Karis was interested in it, so
It's like a little pizza slice.
I know, kind of little pizzas.
it's, I don't have high expectations for this one.
Yeah,
And then what you
I do
can
not
see,
have high
you can tell
expectations
it's already
for this.
kind of soggy.
This does not look good.
It would be really good if it was hot.
Yeah.
I bet.
A little less cheese. But
It's loaded.
I like it.
A little less big.
I love beans and bias. Tyler did not like it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite. I'm not like too big on beans. That's the thing. And
Right.
They loaded that with the beans.
I would give it like a 4.5. I love tostadas and I love beans, so I thought it was really good. I don't necessarily think it's as good as like the Taco Bell one, but I like it.
I think I give it like a 2 out of 5. It's not the worst thing here, but I don't know. At this point, the lettuce is just kind of really, really soggy, so that was kind of a downfall with it. I would rather it be like kind of crispy, and I think it's actually a little bit too thin compared to all the toppings on it. I kind of want a little more of the shell.
Toppings kind of
It's just-
overweight the tortilla.
Yeah. So.
I give it like a 3. I kind of enjoyed the lettuce like flavor of it. I do agree. Maybe it could have been a little bit more like crispier, but I like
Tastes
lettuce
good.
on just about anything. It kind of tastes like a taco and not in a taco form, and then with beans. I'm also not a huge bean person, so if there'd been a little less beans, probably would have got a higher score for me. But what do you think?
I agree with Julie on this. I give it a 3.5. I'm still probably going to pick a Mexican pizza over this, but I feel like if it was warmer, which I mean that's partly our fault, but I feel like if this was warm and fresh, straight out the kitchen, this would actually be pretty busted. So I would definitely try it again.
Yeah, I would give it a 4. Usually I put like green sauce on it and it's a lot better. Maybe some sour cream, but overall it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd probably give it 1.5. not a big bean guy, and they put a bunch of beans on there. I'd equate it to a pizza with a bunch of pizza sauce and not very much cheese on it. That kind of just the beans kind of overweighed everything for me, and so I mean, it's not something I'd order. It's not really for me, so 1.5.
I don't know. We should do the desserts last.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're already cold, so whatever.
Give a nice little look at this here. Yeah. Alright, we got
Alright,
that.
are we just
We
gonna-
might want to cut this one.
Yeah.
Karis's perfect cutting techniques here. Let's just slice it up. Slice it up.
Again, like your pizza. It looks good though. I'm
Remember,
excited.
this is a taco place.
Yeah,
This is
we're eating a hamburger
from a
from-
taco place.
This is,
Del
yeah,
Taco.
from a taco place, but the fries were good from a taco place,
Right.
so
Excited to see how this turns.
Quesadilla was
weirdly
Yeah.
high,
So-
weirdly high expectations for me, honestly.
And
Like,
how much was the burger?
the burger was,
Was it like McDonald's price?
no, I mean, I think it was like 2 something, maybe 2
That's not bad because it looks like a pretty like decent sized burger.
Yeah.
It was not, so 375. I mean, that's,
Oh yeah, it's
it's not bad. I mean, for fast food, it's not bad.
I hope I get like a tomato and like a pickle on my bite. That's,
Oh,
my-
yeah,
that's my
pickles
favorite
then.
part of
Yeah,
like
me
a
too.
hamburger.
Okay,
All right,
here we go.
it's diced up.
Oh, I took one of the bottoms.
It's diced up.
Let's try it.
Looks like it has a good bit of mayonnaise and stuff on it.
Yeah.
I love mayo on a burger.
Yeah.
You can see the cheese. I can visibly see the cheese, so that's good.
Making a mess.
It kind
I
of
like
tasted
it.
like McDonald's,
Yeah, I like it. And I like
Or
the
like
sauce.
a-
Is that
right?
I don't know if that was
A little bit.
Maybe more like Wendy's. I don't.
I was
eat,
gonna say, yeah, Wendy's
Yeah.
or McDonald's.
I don't eat
Wendy's.
McDonald's burgers a whole lot, so
Me
I would go
either.
with the Wendy's. Yeah.
and I don't know if that was mayonnaise or what is that?
It's like a
That's
Chipotle.
all there.
It's like 1,000
Yeah.
mayonnaise.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like a Big Mac sauce. So it's
Yeah.
1,000 mile.
I like it.
I think it's a mix between McDonald's and Wendy's.
It does taste like a Big Mac, or like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Are we
It's
ready?
definitely pretty, yeah, I mean,
All right.
not bad, not bad.
I don't know, we can't.
I would give it like a 4. I don't really order hamburgers from fast food restaurants. I'm just not really big on them, except Wendy's. But I think it's a solid mix between like a Big Mac and a Wendy's burger. I thought it was pretty good though.
I think I give it like a 3.5 out of 5. I'm kind of the same way. I'm not big into like getting fast food burgers, but as far as burgers go, they're pretty good. And also, especially from a Mexican restaurant, much better than expectations. So far, I'm liking the burger and the fries over the Mexican food stuff. So it's kind of an
Not a good
interesting-
sign, but
Yeah, it's an interesting take, but yeah, it was pretty good.
I also give it a 3.5. I do enjoy like a junior bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's, and that came pretty close to me. And it does have like that sauce, kind of like a Big Mac does. So I think the balance of the two like went well together. And like we've all said, the American food is tasting better than the Mexican food
Not
from
great.
Del Taco. So yeah.
So this pales in comparison to a burger from Five Guys,
Yeah, I mean,
but
kind of a tough comparison there.
if I'm comparing it to a McDonald's or a Wendy's, I would say it's about on par. I would say like the mix of the McDonald's and Wendy's is a very accurate description. If you at home want to imagine this taste, that's pretty accurate. Just combine the two. So I'm probably gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. But it's pretty good since this is a Mexican restaurant. There's been plenty of times where you want to go to a restaurant and you can't really agree on what you want. It seems like Del Taco has a lot to offer and does pretty well at the American food as well.
Makes
so.
everyone happy, I feel like.
I give it a 4 out of 5. I would choose it over like a Wendy's and a Big Mac because like, it has like the sauce and the patty's not as like thick as Wendy's patties, so I like that.
Yeah, probably agree with Logan here. I'd give it a 3.5. Problem with me is like it wasn't bad, and I mean it wasn't anything like blow you out of the water there. But if I wanted a burger, I don't think I'd be going to Del Taco to get something. I'd go to Wendy's or probably McDonald's. So, but it wasn't bad. Like it surprised me in taste. So 3.5.
Alright, are we gonna do potato poppers?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So
Let's pop those potatoes.
Yeah, we'll just take a half.
Is there 4 of them?
There's, yeah. I'll just pick for you.
Yeah, honestly, looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Is it like a jalapeno popper?
Yeah, there's jalapeno. It looks like there's a little bit of jalapenos in it.
I think so.
If somebody doesn't mind those, they don't care about cookies, can I have some water?
All right,
See,
get a little inside look at it here. A little potato, cheese, a little bit. It looks like jalapeno in it.
okay.
No one cares.
It looks like it's covered. It's like fried in something. So looks good.
Let's go. Everyone just grab.
Oh, these are good. These are good. These are good. Probably the best thing out of it so far for me.
I like this.
Oh, that is good. It's like a jalapeno popper.
Yeah,
It's good.
that's good. It's really good.
I would give it like a 4.5.
Oh no.
Logan!
Alarm?
Yeah.
Logan's alarm. He's supposed to wake up now.
4.5
4.5?
out of 5 on the little potato popper. I thought it was really good. It has like some sort of jalapeno in it, cheese and potato, and then the outside's really crispy. I really like it.
I say 5 out of 5 again because I think it's just as good as the fries. I like it. I like the kind of bit of spice. I like the cheese, and anything potato is good for me.
All right, you had to pick a side, Andy. Potato poppers or fries, though? What would
I don't
you
know.
go?
I'm picking that now. I like
That?
that one better because it's easier to eat too. That makes a difference.
I give it like a 4. Back home, there's this restaurant that had these like exact things. These aren't quite up to par. They're pretty close. They're the closest thing
Little
I've had.
hometown bias there.
Yeah, a little bit. So, but yeah, it has like a little kick, so it's not too spicy if you're not a huge like spicy person. I think the jalapeno was a great touch to it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with a 5 out of 5 on this. I think it's actually really impressive, especially with it being as cold as it is now. It's been waiting around for a minute, so I think this is fresh. This would be a really good side item, and it is something that is good for somebody who does like a little kick. I don't really like a little kick, but I can hang with this. So I think
We're trying the taco.
So what's on taco is cheese, lettuce, sour cream, and I think beef.
That's chicken, I think.
Was it chicken?
It does kind of like
It's
chicken.
the chicken.
And the
We're
chicken.
not gonna like
Immediately turned
this.
off.
The chicken that was not too hot amongst us all, amongst the friends.
I'm already disappointed because I was expecting beef,
I don't like it.
and we waited a little.
Karis already not happy with it.
No.
Andy not happy with it.
I mean, it's just same stuff as the
Julie
other stuff.
not happy with it.
I do not like that chicken.
This place does not do good with
Just take the chicken off the
Mexican
menu.
food at all,
Take the chicken off
or
the menu.
Tex-Mex.
A redesign.
It's definitely like
Do something.
American Mexican food, so you could tell the chicken's like.
I hate to say this, but I don't know if I've ever had chicken that bad. I love chicken.
From a fast food place or like ever?
Honestly, ever.
I don't know. That lettuce is soggy again too. I don't like that.
Yeah, the taco is something we probably should have ate first because the tortilla is not crunchy anymore. So a little bit of this is our fault, but that chicken, I don't think it'd have been good.
I don't know. It even
Start
tastes
with.
almost stale.
Like, what is the seasoning they're trying to
I
put
don't.
on
It's
this?
some peppery kind of. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's like a
Not good.
It's
Don't get it.
Yeah, that's no.
Avoid the chicken. Get the
Is this
beef.
like a unanimous one?
Yeah,
I
I
think-
think it's a
Okay.
I don't
One.
even think we need to rate
One.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all
Don't
give it a
like
1.
it.
Yeah.
Do not order it. If
Don't eat the
you do,
chicken.
ask for beef, maybe.
Yeah, try something else other than
Yeah.
the chicken. So
This would only be passable if I was drunk and desperate.
late
At that
night.
point, that might just like make you sick.
But I'd,
Yeah,
probably,
that's true. That honestly,
That's fair.
like
Yeah.
I'd probably be at Taco Bell if it was that late though, honestly.
a Taco Bell classic taco is like you can't go wrong with it. So.
Alright,
Both at the same time.
No, we should do one.
alright, churro. We'll do churro.
Okay. Shall we cut it?
That is really
Yeah.
well.
It's long. It's like a foot long.
Oh,
It's like a
that goes
ruler.
Quicker.
No, they shouldn't be able to mess with
Churros are, yeah, like, if you mess up a churro, something's wrong with it.
I'm sure it's better warm, but
I like it.
I like it.
It's
A
good.
lot of cinnamon and sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was crunchy. The bite I got.
No, fluffy. It is crunchy, but it's fluffy. You can
Like light.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you put it in the microwave or heat it back up, I think it'd be really good.
I really like it.
Yeah. I like it better than.
What's that sauce that you dip it in? Is it cream sauce?
Oh, yeah, icing.
Icing?
Oh, icing would be so good.
They have a side of icing with this.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. But really good.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5?
I would get it again,
Yeah, me
honestly. I thought it was really, really good.
I don't know. I'm not that crazy about it. I'd probably give it a 3.
3?
Yeah.
Do you
I
like?
might. Okay, I was trying to give it like a 3.5. I think that might have been the first time I've ever had like real churro.
Yeah.
I've had like cinnamon twists from Taco Bell. I love those because they're like very
But
like
those are different,
like
right?
fluffy.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
they're
completely
different.
different. Yeah, that's what I was kind of comparing it to. I like how much like cinnamon sugar that has on it. That was like awesome. But I agree. I think if it was hotter and you could dip it in some icing, it'd be like perfect.
so I grew up going to Islands of Adventure and Universal, and one of like my like favorite like memories and like tradition that every single time I went there is I got me a churro, and it would probably be multiple times a day. But that kind of like reminds me of home a little bit, and I didn't really know where I could get a genuine like a churro that tasted like that as good or about as good. So I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5 because that just hits home with me and kind of reminds me of some good memories. And
Don't
stuff,
cry, Logan.
Okay, I'm trying not to. I'm holding back tears right now, but it's
No,
good.
yeah, I'll do a 5 out of 5 too. It was really good. The cinnamon and sugar was, I don't know, it was different. Like it didn't have that grainy, sugary taste, so it was really good.
Yeah, 4.5 for me. Really good. I don't have churros that often either, so that's probably what kicks it up to make it really good. Is I think I probably have maybe one churro a year, if that. But I like cinnamon, and I don't know. It was really good. Something different. 4.5.
These look good. There's some like Chinese like restaurant that are back home. They have like fried donuts, and it's basically like a fried biscuit with sugar on it, and that's kind of what this reminds me of. It also kind of looks like a hush puppy.
It looks kind of
It does look like a hush. They are
It does.
good.
Like the inside kind of looks like a hush puppy.
They're better when they're warm because I get these all the time.
Yeah.
Really?
One of Megan's favorites.
All right, so Megan already knows it's gonna be good.
What's the best donut bites you've ever had then?
Probably these,
Really?
even compared to Taco Bell, because I like theirs, but they have the cream cheese or the
Yeah,
whatever
the
in the
inside.
middle. But these are
That's
like good.
so good.
These you can eat for breakfast. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
Flavorful. A lot of flavor to it.
I like it a lot.
There's cinnamon and sugar is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 5.
Me too.
Very good.
There's too much butter. Like I bit
Yeah.
into it and it's just butter. I don't know. I don't like that, so I give it a 2.
I'm from the South and we love butter. So I do get like a 4. I think it was very good. I'm very pleased with it.
I'm probably gonna give it a 4 out of 5 as well. I think it is really, really good, and just like Megan said, I think it's something that you could eat at any time, day or night. I'm kind of a huge fan of the Taco Bell Splode muffins, aka the Cinnabon Delights, and those, those are probably gonna be a 5 for me. But this is, I would definitely eat these again for sure.
Yeah, which these don't have the
Filling.
I
Yeah,
see.
filling
Yeah,
inside.
so
It's
these-
just straight donut.
Yeah, but I give it a 5 out of 5. Definitely.
Yeah, 4.5 out of 5 again. really good. First bit into it, a lot of flavor, taste of cinnamon, sugar. Thought it was good.
Overall, I think I would give Del Taco like a rating of maybe 3.5. There were some really good items, but there are also some items that I would never ever get again. Some of my favorites were the potato poppers were really good. The donut, churro, chips and queso were pretty good, and the fries. But I did not like anything with the chicken.
Yeah, so I've never actually been to Del Taco before, but honestly, I don't think I'll ever go back. But fast food isn't super my thing anyway, so I think I'd give it a 2 out of 5. And my favorite was the little jalapeno potato popper things.
Yeah, I would give Del Taco like a 3. I've also never been, probably won't go back. And if I did, I would get like the cheeseburger and the potato poppers. So I would say those are probably my favorites. And then the donut bites were like pretty on point too. But if I ever went, would not get anything taco related, I guess.
I'm shooketh because I usually go get an epic burrito that's got the chicken in it, and I'm usually pretty pumped about it. But today it just seemed like the chicken was not up for the challenge.
Maybe his location.
No idea. But I really like the desserts. The churro was really good. What was that last? The donut. Donut bites were really good. I thought the poppers were very good. I think those were my favorite highlights. And the milkshake. I like the milkshake. That's good.
Yeah, so where I live, they have like a Del Taco and a Taco Bell next to each other, and they're definitely not the same. Like, they don't compare to each other, but I'd give it a 3 out of 5, and I'd give Taco Bell like a 4 out of 5. But I really do like their desserts and their little bite jalapeno popper things. Those are really good.
Yeah, overall, it was all right. Not good that all the Mexican food was not that great. So, but I like the jalapeno poppers. It was really good. And it's like everyone else, the sweets were really good. Probably would not go back. I'd maybe give it another try. Maybe if me and my friends couldn't decide on if we wanted to get Taco Bell or Wendy's, because it kind of has everything. That's when maybe would give it another try. But if I wanted something Mexican, I'd probably still just go to Taco Bell like I usually do. So, not too impressed with the Del Taco, but had some good things.